Welcome, everyone, to Social Media Made Easy. This is our third week of our mini mastery series, and Gail, Sophia, Angel, and I are extremely excited to be here tonight. We're with Holistic Marketing Mentors, and we are very passionate about helping wellness professionals gain the business skill sets necessary to thrive in their business. We know that you're great healers, but many of you may not know where to turn with many aspects of your business. And this is where we come in. We have developed proven systems that teach you the techniques to have the business of your dreams. We also know that many of you would like to know the basics of what need to be done and leave the details to others. And this is where many of our done-for-you services are extremely helpful. So tonight, what you're going to learn with Social Media Made Easy is why people use social media. We're also going to take a look at what social media platforms you should be using and focusing on, whether it be Facebook, Twitter, Pinterest, LinkedIn, Google+, and I know I missed one there, but we'll get through all of them. And then we're going to look at the demographics of the largest social media platforms and take a look and see which demographics suit you best. You're also going to learn how to create a buzz or get engagement with your customers and potential customers. You'll learn the do-nots of social media, the absolute things that you do not want to be caught doing. And then, of course, you have to learn what you should be doing with social media. So we'll learn the do's. We'll talk about the 25% rule. And best of all, you're going to get some templates that will make posting to your social media platforms very easy and a great way to keep track of what you're doing, see what works, and keep track of all your promotions.
So if you stay on the call to the end of the webinar, you will receive a special bonus. No one else is going to be getting this bonus unless they listen to the full webinar. So stay on to the end of the webinar, and it is yet another gift to you. So the first thing we wanted to talk about is why people really use social media. And when we look at the stats out there, it is very, very interesting. 67% want to stay in touch with friends, 64% to stay in touch with family, 50% to reconnect with old friends, and 14% to connect with others who share similar interests. So when you're looking across the board at social media, we're looking for a lot of friend and family connections, and honestly, business is at the lower end of the echelon there. So just to let you know that people want to be connected and not just throwing them information about your next webinar or selling them books or selling them things all the time. They want to have that true connection with family and friends, so be a friend to them. So why do people use social media? Well, it's interesting. Bluefish-digital.com did a survey in the first quarter of 2012, and they found out that they use social media to make new friends, 5% to read, follow celebs, athletes, or politicians, and 3% to find romantic partners. So I thought that was an interesting set of statistics. Why are we looking at all of this? Well, the reason why is there's a lot of social media platforms, and today we're really only focusing on Pinterest, Facebook, Twitter, Google+, and LinkedIn. And what you really want to know is, in week one, we talked about what your niche is and looking at Google AdWords. But let's narrow it down even further as to what is your ideal customer. And what do I mean by that? Who is sitting across from you at that table? What is their age? What is their sex? What is their income and their education level? Do they have children? Are they divorced? What kind of car do they drive? How do they dress? The more specific you are, the better off you're going to be at targeting those individuals in social media. Because what you're going to find out is in just a second, the demographics are all over the board for social media platforms, and you really want to be targeting only those that have your niche. So the first the first set of statistics we have is demographics. Again, this is from March of 2012, and what you're actually looking at is across the top is Facebook, Twitter, Google+, Pinterest, and LinkedIn. And this was a huge spreadsheet, and we're going to be going over it in a few slides here. But if you look at the number of users, Facebook, of course, is way, way ahead of the rest. But the next line down is male-female ratio, and what you'll find is Google+, 71% of the people that use Google Plus are men, which is very, very interesting. So if you have a male market, that is definitely one you want to be using. And then the other thing that really stands out is Pinterest, 82% are women. So just look at this. Like I said, the LinkedIn, Twitter, and Facebook are all about 50-50. There's a little bit difference there, but they're the two that really stand out of these top 5 social media platforms. If we scroll down a little bit further, we see age groups. And I will say that they are pretty well across the board. You'll see less than 24 years of age, Google+. So if you have a target market of men less than 24 years of age, you probably want to be using Google+. And then if you look at the other platforms like Facebook is about 50-50, men, women, but 46% of them are greater than 45 years old. So this page is really just showing you where are the demographics and do they fit into your niche. Because our goal with you this evening is if you're not doing social media, just pick one to focus on. So by looking at these demographics, that certainly should be able to give you a guideline as to where to start. And if you've already started, maybe you want to add another platform and it may give you an idea. So the next slide that we're looking at is education levels. And if we look at that, again, at the top, Facebook is the first column, Twitter is the second column, Google Plus is the third, Pinterest and LinkedIn are across the top there. And if we look at education levels, you can really see how Twitter has a high school diploma. If we look at Facebook, some college is 57%. If we look at Pinterest, some college. But then, of course, I think we all know this, that LinkedIn has about 50% of the people on LinkedIn have a bachelor's degree or higher. So if you're really targeting those with higher education levels, LinkedIn is definitely the way to go. And then if you want to go with some college, you're probably looking at Pinterest. And then following shortly behind that is Twitter and Facebook with high school and some college. So it goes in that order. Like I said, LinkedIn always has the most education. The next slide is overall income. And again, across the top is Facebook, Twitter, Google+, Pinterest, and LinkedIn. And if we are looking at overall income, I think we have an idea of how this is all going to roll. But you will see that a large 71% of the individuals in LinkedIn have it's 21% and over 100,000. And that's to be expected with LinkedIn because we are targeting more so professionals in that group. So 71% between 50 to 100 and over 100,000 just in LinkedIn, which is pretty amazing. So if you're targeting that group, that's where you want to focus your efforts. And then it's sort of evenly dispersed, it looks like to me, glancing at this. I think 50 to 100,000 falls into place with Facebook, Twitter, and Pinterest. Google Plus, they didn't have any data for, so unfortunately we don't have enough data on that one. But the key is to pick one. Like I said, if you're not familiar with social media or you're just starting to dabble in it, Tracy's going to be talking about some tools. Get familiar with the tools that we use, make them to suit your needs, and just pick one and master it. Once you master one, then you can move forward with another one. But again, don't get confused. So many of us, I know when I started out on social media, that's exactly what I wanted to do. I wanted to start doing all of them, and the only thing it did was make my head spin. So how do you create a buzz and engagement? The first thing you can do is start blogging about trends for 2013, trends for the future, trends in walking, trends in medicine. It could be trends for anything. People love trends. They want to know what's up and coming, and so that is something that you can be blogging about and putting in your social media. The other thing you might want to talk about are top 10s, and this could be your top 10s, the top 10 running sneakers, it could be the top 10 supplement companies, it could be anything that is top 10 because people love to look at top 10s. And it's interesting, I always say this, but when I look up something on Google and there is a top 10, I always go to that. And it's interesting that that is one of the things that really create a lot of buzz and engagement. So think about what you can be blogging about on your social media that's a top 10 and then just blasting it out to all of your sites. The other thing is contests. You may want to run a contest. An example I immediately think of is just the other day, I saw someone who actually specializes in EFT. She's got a huge website, and she was having a costume contest for children at Halloween. Now, what that has to do with her business, I don't see any similarity, but she was getting some great responses and people sending in pictures of her kids, and she was giving away a prize at the end. So that is another way to create a buzz and engagement, get people to participate in contests. And it could be even something more pertinent in your industry. Also, polls. Polls are real easy to do. If you have a Facebook fan page, there's actually a little poll button, and ask people a question that is very simple to answer. You know, how many hours a day do you work? Or how many fruits and vegetables do you eat on average per day? And then you give them 3, 4, 5 options, and they're just picking A, B, C, D in their when they're commenting to you. The other thing is one-word answers. The example I love to give here is once in a while I put up a crazy picture and get people to comment on the picture, like give me the best description of this picture. And it may not be one word, but it's only a few words. And some of them are so funny. So that's a great way to create engagement. And then also comments. So when someone's commenting, make sure that you're liking and commenting back. So be engaging with your customers that are actually commenting on your posts in social media. Don't just be a deadbeat when they put up something. So what are the don'ts of social media? The first thing I would say is the most important thing, and that is constant self-promotion. You certainly do not want to go out there on social media, I don't care what platform you're on, and constantly post a link to you selling something or how you're better than everyone else. We are in an age of an authenticity, and we really want to show our customers that we like, love, and trust them, and constantly self-promoting yourself is not the way to do that. Also, bashing other people. I know we get upset with some things, and we do like to post it on social media, but we are in business, so we have to be very, very careful of this. So you may want to post something, but maybe you'll post it in a question so that other people can participate in the conversation, but just really be cautious about the negativity. Promoting products that you do not support. This goes back to authenticity. You really want to be promoting only products that you have yourself or products that you truly, truly believe in. Just because you're going to make a lot of money off of something, do not post it if you do not believe in it, because I'm telling you, people are picking up on these things. They're picking up on that bullcrap meter, so just be very cautious. Please do not whine and complain. That goes back sort of to bashing other people and just staying in a positive light instead of whining and complaining about things. We have enough negativity in our society, and we don't need help from individuals that are posting. The last thing is scheduling all your posts ahead of time. The stats are really showing that participation certainly increases if you're posting in real time instead of scheduling it in programs such as Hootsuite. So what are the do's of social media? The first one is share the love, other people's posts. What I mean by that is that you need to be commenting on other people's posts that are out there. So what could be on your webpage, it could be Twitter and that you're sharing someone else's tweet. It could be anything. A lot of times I'll put something that's on my personal page. I'll put it to the Holistic Marketing Mentors page, especially if it's a great quote or something. So definitely share other people's posts, because that shows that you're looking at their posts, one, but they have valuable content also that you want to share with everyone. You give valuable content. And this isn't just fluff stuff. It's stuff where when people look at the content on your social media platforms, they're saying, gosh, I'm glad they said that. Haven't thought of that, or that's a neat thing, or that was a great post. So if it links to a blog post, make sure it is something valuable and that they're learning something. We talked about being authentic. Post things that ring true to you, and we had just discussed that you want it to be heart-centered. Things that ring true to you and being authentic are key in today's society. Also, we know that the open rates are increased by posting pictures and videos, and they even increase further if they're personal pictures and videos and not just like stock images. So that's something to think about. Now, of course, not all of us can go out taking picture after picture. So if you can't do that, use stock photos because they are still opened up more than not having a picture or video at all. And then again, we talked about posting in real time. The last thing is the 25% rule. And what I'm talking about with a 25% rule is that we don't want to always be self-promoting like I talked about earlier. So there are 4 ways I break it down, and you can break it down any way you want. I shouldn't say I, but Tracy and I. But the first way is posting a quote. And this is a quote that rings true to you. So don't just post any old quote, but you want something that is ringing true to you and you think would ring true to your audience. A second 25% of the time, you'll be sharing someone else's content. And we just spoke about this. A great example of this is on Holistic Marketing Mentors. A lot of times we share HubSpot's blog posts. So that's a great way to say, hey, I don't know everything, and here's someone else that has some great information that I think you'll learn from. The third 25% is a link to a great informative post on your site. So write a great post, and you'll say, whatever the topic is. The sneakers for 2013, we'll go back to sneakers, and there is a link to your blog post. You're not selling anything, you're just giving them great information. And then the last 25% of the time, you are going to link to a promotion. So this could be a webinar, a teleclass, a seminar, you're going to be on the radio, but it's some kind of self-promotion that we were talking about. So basically, every 4 posts, you are going to be self-promoting. So it's not promoting every post, it's about every 4 posts. And you can change the ratios here, but this just gives you a guideline. Tracy, do you have anything else to add?
Wow, Gail, you've really given some great information. And the only thing that I would like to add is about promotions. Just adding on to that, you can also do live events and any specials that you may be offering, whether it be service or products, in your links to promotions. Just remember, like Gail said, keep it at 25% or even less on the promotions. You don't want, it's like going to a party and being introduced to somebody, and all of a sudden you introduce yourself and then you start selling them from the get-go. We want to build relationships with people, and that's why we've developed that 25% rule. It seems to be a very good rule of thumb and creates the most open rates, and we're going to show you how to keep track of that. The other thing that I'd like to say is just on the buzz and engagement. Another thing that you can do with contests would be if you're holding an event, a lot of times you'll give a door prize. And so you may give people raffle tickets as they come in just for being at the event to get a door prize. And then you can tell them that they'll get additional raffle tickets for every time they post something on social media. So if they post that they're at the event on Facebook, all they have to do is show it to you, they get another raffle ticket. If they post a picture and post it to Twitter or LinkedIn or Pinterest, wherever they're posting, however many times they post, they get additional raffle tickets. And we just did this for an event with World Wellness, and it was fabulous. People were having so much fun, and they were running around showing people their phones that they actually had made the post, but they wanted those extra raffle tickets because they wanted those door prizes. Another thing that you could do is if people are coming into your place of business, is you could offer some sort of discount for them to post on social media. This works extremely well when you have quite a high traffic um, place of business or you want to generate more. Because what happens is, let's say Tom comes into your place of business today and he posts that he was there on Facebook. And because you're in a local area, you're likely to have a lot of the people on Facebook will have the same friends. So Susie comes in and she posts that she was at your place of business, and she has crossover friends with Tom and then Donna and Sherry, and all of a sudden you see all of these posts because they're at this one place of business, and you're like, I've got to go check that out. What is happening there? So it's a great way to create a really good buzz. Well, the reason why Gail and I created this publishing schedule was mainly to eliminate confusion, especially when multiple people are contributing or implementing to your social media. It's really important to have a system. And we talk a lot about systems, and this is one of those areas that you really want to have it in place, how to use it, what's the strategy, and what's going on. Even if you're the only person doing the social media, it's a good idea to use the schedule because, number one, it's going to make it easier for you to keep track of things. It'll make it easier for you to get ahead of the game so that your weekly contributions on social media are easier to handle. But also, it has a tracking feature so that you'll be able to see where you're getting the most juice, where you're getting the most bang for your buck, because you'll be able to see the links and how many people are seeing your posts. So in this file that you've received, and it's on our resources page for the Mini Mastery series for the social media, you'll have an Excel spreadsheet. And the Excel spreadsheet is all of the different tabs that I'm going to discuss here in the social media publishing schedule. Now, we realize that some of you don't have Excel, and we wanted to make sure that this was accessible to you also. So what we did is we created a separate PDF file for each one of these tabs. And you can just print that out or convert it to whatever sort of spreadsheet program you have to make it work best for you. Remember, this is a template. Make it work for you. Use what works, delete what doesn't, and just use something. So in these tabs, you're going to find how to use this file. You're also going to find a step-by-step strategy. And it uses a lot of what Gail was talking about in the last section with the 25% rule and how to engage and create a buzz. Another thing that you're going to have is you're going to have the special promotions, and I'll go into those in more detail. You're going to have the content repository or your content management tab, and that's where you're going to put all of your content for whatever social media platform you're going to use. And then you'll take it from that tab and you'll put it in either Twitter, Facebook, Pinterest, Google+, or even LinkedIn. There's a tab for LinkedIn. So you'll be able to use all of those different areas. But remember, as Gail said, don't get overwhelmed with trying to do everything at once. Just pick one thing. Pick one platform, become familiar with that, become consistent with it, and then move forward. If you're already using a platform for your personal use, then make that your business platform. For instance, if you have a Facebook personal page, get a Facebook fan page. It'll be easier for you with the transition. And then you don't have to post daily. You can post once a week, you can post twice a week, or once a day. Whatever you choose to do, just be consistent. That is the key point here. So what special promotions? What you're going to see here is you'll see the promotion type, and then you'll also see the promotion dates and the promotion title. So with the promotion type, that could be like your book or mini mastery course, or if you're running a special at the office or a live event, whatever promotion you want to advertise or to promote, you want to put there. Then you're going to put the dates. For instance, with the Mini Mastery course, we started marketing that back on September 25th, and we continued our marketing with that through October 18th. So that way we know exactly when we were marketing and we can schedule our posts around that. Then you have your promotion title. And so that's pretty self-explanatory there. And then if you look at this next slide here, I'm still showing the promotion type. This is all in one tab here, but I wanted to show it to you on two different slides so it made it easy. And then we have the post. So the post is just going to be something that's going to entice your audience to click on the link. For instance, with the Mini Mastery course, we said skills that have you completing more in less time. And then we have a link going to our web page that we wanted to use that with. You'll see that it's a bit.ly link. We use bit.ly a lot, and it's bit.ly. One of the reasons why we use bit.ly is to shorten our actual posts, because oftentimes with Twitter and Facebook and some of these other social media platforms, the shorter your post, the better. With Twitter, you have to have it a certain length for them to be able to even post it, or it'll cut itself off. But with the other platforms too, they've really shown that people don't like reading long posts. They like reading something short and sweet. So with bit.ly, you can shorten the post, but also you can go back into the bit.ly and monitor how many people have clicked through. So you're going to get a really good idea of that promotion that you did. So you're going to see that here. And then on the next page, you're going to see the content repository or the content management. And this is where you're going to post all of your posts. So this is where you'll mix in your special promotions, you'll put your quotes, business tips or posts from other people that you're posting, maybe your blog posts, your video posts. For the B column here, you're not going to always have a title. However, it's a great place to put the title when you have it. For instance, if you have a special promotion, you're going to have a title. If you've got a blog post or a video, you'll have a title. Put that in there so it's easier to see what you've done in the past and what you're doing in the future. Then you put your posts, and that's pretty self-explanatory, just exactly the way you want to post it. And then on the next slide, you're going to see that I've got column A here just to show you which ones we were doing, and then you have the other page where it showed you the posts and the title. And then in column B, you have your link. So that's where it'll go back to whatever link that you wanted to. So it might go to bit.ly, but they'll click on the bit.ly and it'll be forwarded to your blog post or maybe the quote or business tip or whatever it might be. You also see a column here for E, which is your picture link. And this column is really important because, as Gail was saying, most people are more engaged with videos and pictures these days. They like to see it. So you're more likely to get somebody to comment on your quote or your article or whatever it is if you put a picture or if you do a video. They're more likely to like it or comment on it or share it with other friends. And then here you have the expiration date. Now this you'll only use every once in a while, and it's only if the content is timely. Like if it's a landing page or a live webinar or something, maybe you're posting something on seasons and you don't want it to post. You're posting something for the summer and you don't want it to post in the fall or winter months. You might post an expiration date in that case. Going on to the next slide, we have social media updates. So this is where you're going to actually post, whether it be Facebook, whether it's Twitter, LinkedIn, Google+, or Pinterest. You'll go ahead, there's a separate tab for each of them, and you'll go ahead and actually take those posts from your content repository and you'll copy them into whatever platform you're going to use. The reason why you're going to copy them is this. If you're using more than one platform, you're going to want to maybe post let's say we did this Master Your Wellness Business with these great tips. We posted it on Twitter on 9/19. Well, we could have the same followers on our Facebook page, our Pinterest, and our LinkedIn, and we don't want to just regurgitate the same information to them. So we want to give them something else on those platforms on 9/19. So we might keep that post, and if it's running for a 3-week period, we may post it in week 2 or week 3 on some of those other platforms. And so we copy it, we keep it in the content repository, and we just copy it to the other areas. Now with the content repository, another thing that you're going to see in the files that we've given you is a legend. And so that legend is a way for you to keep track of where you've posted it. By color coding, you just color code things in your content repository when you've used them. So all of that's explained very well in the different files that we've provided you in the resources. But you're going to have your date, you're going to have your time, and the reason why we keep the time on this is because we want to see, do people open up our posts or click on our links more in the morning, more in the afternoon, or the evening, or does it even matter? You have a character count here. Don't worry, you don't have to count each character. This will actually keep track of it for you, and this way you'll know whether you're in the right amount of characters. With Twitter, we try to be at that between 104 and 114, depending on our bit.ly, our link that we have. You can go up to, I think, 120. Isn't that correct, Gail, with Twitter?
Yes, I think that's correct, Tracy.
Okay. So you can go up to 120, but you want to make sure that you're taking into consideration enough space for that link. So this character count is only counting your post. It's not counting the characters in your link. So take that into consideration. Then you have your link clicks. This information we actually got from Bitly, like I said earlier, and it tells how many people are clicking through. So it's really important because if there's a post or several posts where we're getting 0, 1, or 2 link clicks, and then there's other posts where we're getting 24 clicks, we want to know that information because we don't want to provide people with information that they don't find relevant, that they're not interested in. Our whole point is to be of service to others, so it will help us develop our content in the future.
Hey, Trace, it's 140 characters, not 120. I just wanted to double check that.
Oh, perfect. So 120 characters, if you keep everything at about 120 characters, then once you add that link, you're going to be well within range.
Yeah, that's a great rule.
Just something to think about there. Now, with your post, we've created this whole file for you to use to make it simple, and it may seem a little bit overwhelming, but remember, there's step-by-step instructions, and you're only going to take it as far as you feel comfortable, do a little bit, and then move forward. However, in reality, if you spent 2 or 3 hours one afternoon and gathered your content, you could gather a bunch of quotes, business tips, your blogs, other people's information, and then maybe set up another hour or so on another day to work on your special promotions. You can put all of that information here in this worksheet, and then it literally will only take you a little bit each day, maybe even less than half an hour, because what you're going to do is you're going to be posting on your social media platform, and then you'll just be taking a look at what other people are doing, commenting on other people's posts. Make sure if they commented on your post that you like it or you comment back, and just taking a look at, what people are talking about, getting ideas for other posts. If you do that half an hour a day, maybe at the end of the week you can take another hour and you can work on getting more content for your social media campaign. You can also take a look at gathering the information on those link clicks. So really, maybe 3 to 4 hours to set everything up, just an afternoon of your time, or break it down so that it's small individual chunks. And then maybe 2 hours a week, you've got this set. and
Yeah,
you're
and I
ready
would
to
even
go.
say less than that, Tracy. And the other thing is, if you sit down for that couple-hour period and put in the things that you want to be posting, you could probably do it for a whole month almost. Unless the only thing you might have to be at least a couple weeks out, so you're not doing it every single week. Because some of the quotes, Tracy, we've had for, we have 50 or 60 quotes ready to go. Some of the, if we're sharing posts, we have some of those posts that we'd like to share down the road. The only thing we may not have are the posts that are our own blog posts.
Yeah, we really have a lot of information, and it's amazing at how quick things you can gather things and have them for a long ways out. We probably have quotes for over a year in our file. So and it's just us adding a little bit here, a little bit there. And just remember to take it step by step. Don't get overwhelmed with it. Don't think that you have to be on all of these platforms at once. Take it one platform at a time. Get comfortable with it. Become consistent with it. And then add another platform if it makes sense for your business. It may not make sense for your demographics or for your ideal client to be on more than one. Another thing that you can do is poll your clients and give them surveys and find out what platforms they're on, and that might help you make a decision.
That's a great tip.
So how do you master the necessary skill sets? Well, hopefully we have provided you quite a bit of information over the last 3 weeks, because our goal is to provide you with valuable content. And we've gathered these skill sets from our Mastering Your Wellness Business book, but we're here to serve you. We want to make sure that we're giving you the very best information at all possible. Our goal is to under-promise and over-deliver. We wanted you to develop excellent business skills with proven techniques. And so that's why we've done the Mini Mastery series on niching and keywords, the time management, and the social media. We actually did a survey of our own clients and found out that these were the areas that they really needed the most help. And they wanted to learn this through a webinar. They didn't want to have it just be an audio, but they wanted to be able to have that visual and that audio. And so that is why we're doing this for you today. And so like I said, we're giving you this through our book, Mastering Your Wellness Business, helping you put the pieces together. If you would like to have more information on that book, you can go to our website, masteringyourwellnessbusiness.com. We have well over 30 business skill sets we talk about in this book and give you resources, tons of resources for each one. I think we have over 150 resources in this book, and many of them are free. So it's a wealth of information. And if you've enjoyed our Mini Mastery series, we've actually put another program together for you to help you develop the business skill sets necessary for your business that we do discuss in our book, but we go into much greater detail on our webinars. So if you want to speed up the learning curve and take it even deeper, if you want step-by-step instructions with detailed blueprints and templates, if you would like Gail and I to hold your hand every step of the way, we've developed this program just for you. And we've given you a taste of it in the last 3 weeks. However, as I said, it's just been a taste, because the program that we have finished developing is absolutely incredible. And the amount of information we deliver in easy-to-implement, step-by-step processes is really failure-proof. Your success is guaranteed. So this program is for you. We've made it so it's convenient for you at your own home. We know that many of you have a difficult time getting on a webinar at a certain time of day. We've seen that. A lot of you like the recordings. So what we're going to do with this mastery program is we're going to send you the recording of the webinar for the business skill set that we're covering that week ahead of time. You'll actually have it 1 week in advance. You're going to have step-by-step action steps that you can take, and You'll have minimal disruption in your schedule by doing this because you'll be able to do it at the time of you choose. There's not going to be any travel involved. But the other thing is it's a real focused approach to learning. So what do you get with this mastery program? You're going to get 28 weekly mastery videos. That's right, I said 28. So imagine having us walk you through 28 business skill sets. You are going to be so successful. You're also going to get 28 weekly small group coaching sessions. Gail and I have attended many different seminars and webinar packages, and one of the things that we really find missing is that you don't really have any access to the person or the people delivering the content. And we know that if we give this to you, it will be so much more valuable. And we really want to serve you and make sure that we give you every step, everything that we can do for you to help you be successful and reach the lifestyle that you want. So with these group coaching sessions, they'll be weekly. If you can't make it to them live, we will record them, but it's a chance for you to ask us anything you want. And then on top of that, you're going to get 4 one-hour strategy sessions with Gail and I. Now, if you've ever had a coaching call with us, you know that one of us is good, but 2 of us are like dynamite. We're on fire, and we play off of each other, and it's just a really great way to help you get exactly what you want and to really, make that fine-tuned and hone in on your goals. You're also going to have private access to our tools and our resources. We're going to give you step-by-step action guides and plans like I've discussed. And we're also going to give you accountability protocols. That's right. In order for us to guarantee your success and deliver what we promise, you must do the work. And we're going to be making sure that you do. So this also means that you'll be able to take full advantage of our group coaching and our private strategy sessions. And we've got things in place that are going to help make sure that you are doing the work. And if you get stuck along the way, we're going to be there to hold your hand, to guide you through the processes. Plus, you're going to get access to our bi-weekly live mastermind groups, which these are great. They're similar to our group coaching calls, but they're even better because not only do you have Gail and I to help you with any problems that you might have, but you also have your peers. See, many of them have been there, done that. So on our mastermind calls, what we do is we share what's going well with our businesses, but we also ask for help on the different areas that we need help with. And everybody brainstorms. 1 mind is great, 2 minds are better, and when you have 5, 6, 8, 10 people on a mastermind call, that is even better. You're going to get expert interviews, and you're going to get a free ticket to our 3-day live event. Now at this event, you're going to blast past any remaining obstacles because we're going to get down to the nitty-gritty there, live and in person, and do the work as we go along. We guarantee that you and your business will never be the same. Plus, we're going to give you more bonuses. Valued at over $2,000, we're going to give you our Mastering Your Wellness business book. Now, that alone isn't valued at over $2,000. Don't get me wrong. It's valuable, and you'll probably get more out of it, but you wouldn't pay that much. We also have our Speakers Training Program, and this is a 5-part video course from Jennifer Huff. It's helped so many people step beyond their fears of speaking to share their passion and build their business. Then we're going to give you the Trade Show Excellence, and this will help you optimize your trade show experience, and this is also with Jennifer Huff. And you can listen to these audio files by streaming them on the website or downloading the MP3 files. You're going to get how to increase profits with kick butt programs. because we believe that creating group programs is one of the easiest and most profitable additional revenue streams you can add to your business. So you're going to learn a process that will take you through your business to the next level and help you enjoy more time, more of your own free time, live the lifestyle you want. And this is also MP3 recordings, and you're going to get templates and worksheets that will guide you every step of the way.
Well, Tracy, that is an excellent question because it's not for everyone. It is for those who want to stop working the hour-for-hour daily grind. And that kick butt programs that you were just talking about, that is just one aspect of it, but we teach you how to not work that hour-for-hour, finding that every dollar in every minute of the day where you can have some residual income. And this could be from CDs. It could be from other training programs, like we were talking about a 3-day event. It could be from books and audios and DVDs and all sorts of things. So we look at other revenue streams for you. It's those who want a proven step-by-step, systematic approach to growing their business. And we mean that. We are helping you every step of the way. And Tracy and I are here to answer any of your questions, which is unlike many of the programs out there that are self-study. And once in a while, you might get on a group call. We are with you every single week. It's those who want that hands-on support and guidance. Like I said, we are there for you, and you also have the support of your colleagues that are going through the same thing. And most important, it's those who are committed to having the business of your dreams. We are going to be giving home fun. There is accountability in this program, and the reason why we're doing that is so that you move forward in this program. We want to make sure that you are doing the work so that at the end of the 28 weeks, you really have a business that has catapulted tenfold. So what are the program details? Well, the program details are the mastery modules, which are actually in our book, but like Tracy said, much more detailed. There's business mastery, client mastery, marketing mastery, and self-mastery. So what is business mastery? What will we be reviewing in the 7 weeks there? That is your business structure that we talk entities, we talk about accountants, bookkeepers, lawyers, all types of things with business structure. Outsourcing and delegating. What do you need to have in place before you start doing that? Creating a supportive team around you. We talk about that. Creating corporate and wellness programs. And what we mean by this is not just working in your office or not just working in a typical setting of where you are. Maybe it's just on the phone. How can you get into a bigger area, which is corporate programs or even wellness programs in the community? How do you brand you as the expert? That is key. If you're not branding you as an expert, how do you go about doing that? We talk about simple websites, and if you don't have one, how do you get one? And if you do have one, do you need to spiff it up? We talk about SEO strategy, which we talked a little bit about this evening. And then systems and testing, and this is really important. Every business needs systems in place. So it's very, very important that we are looking at putting systems in place, testing everything that you're doing, making sure that it's working so that your business is running smoothly. The client mastery overview, we will be discussing your clients' personality types. And this is so, so important for not only attracting new clients, but also retaining them. We'll talk about loving your clients and different ways that you can do that. We'll also talk about your ideal customer. And we just talked about that earlier in this webinar about niching and social media. So that ideal customer of sitting across the table, what is that person doing? What do they look like? All the details about them. We're going to get really clear on those individuals, and most important, where are they hanging out? We'll talk about how to evaluate your clients and patients, and also noteworthy follow-ups. And that's really getting into having a bond with your clients and patients. You want them, I always think of your clients and patients as family almost. So make sure that you are loving them. You're truly loving them as human beings, because one of the reasons why they're coming to you is they're in pain about something and they're not being heard. And then we'll also talk about taking care of objections. And that is based off the personality types. It's really important that you respond to an objection based on their personality type. So I just want to be clear on that everybody responds differently to different objections. And that's why that personality types in weeks 1 is so, so important. The third 7 weeks we'll be talking about marketing mastery, and that is getting your videos out there. Some of you, most of you probably aren't even doing videos. And if you do you know how to keyword them and all those kinds of things? We make it easy. You don't have to have professional equipment. It's easy to start videotaping. And guys, we're moving into this video society, so you need to be up to date on video. Article and blog marketing, we'll talk about that using your keywords, which we talked a lot about in week 1 of the series. We'll also talk about customer hot buttons. Exactly why are your clients and customers coming to you in the first place, and making sure that you are meeting their needs. Also, newspaper, magazine, radio, and TV. Tracy has extensive experience in TV, and I have some experience in radio. I still have a radio show, and I've been in magazines and newspapers, and we will show you how you can get exposure in all of these areas, maybe one of these areas, whatever resonates with you. Events. This could be sponsoring an event that has your clientele, or even hosting in the public. You're going to be asked to speak in public. And I don't care if it's to 4 people or 400 people, you have to start getting out there. Otherwise, people don't know that you exist. And we want to tell you what things you should be saying on stage, not just the content, but to actually gain customers. That's your goal when you're talking on stage, and getting people to like, love, and trust you. We'll also discuss what to put on your business cards, where to get them printed, all those kinds of things, and also networking in detail. We're actually going to do a lot of role-playing probably that week with networking on the small group coaching, because a lot of people just go up and say, hi, I'm Jim Jones, and I own XYZ company, and we need to be clear on what we're saying in those networking events. The last 7 weeks is on self-mastery, and we'll be discussing a lot of things, but so many of us in the wellness field understand mindset when it comes to wellness. You know, we talk about people and their negativity and how that impacts their overall health or maybe their weight, but we're not looking at it from a business standpoint, and it certainly impacts business. So we will be discussing why a successful mindset is so, so important, being authentic and being real, and how you can tailor that for you and not being someone else that you think you should be. How to stop limiting beliefs. We'll talk about a number of things that you can do to stop limiting beliefs, and this is a process, guys. Tracy and I still work on our self-mastery, so it's not going to change overnight. Stop self-sabotage and being overwhelmed, which I think in this field, for some reason, we think we're healers. We are healers, and we want to give to people, and every time we start to make some good money, we self-sabotage ourselves some way by self-talk or some other means. So we talk about that a lot. We also highlight thankfulness and being grateful, how to execute the law of attraction in your life, and everyday self-care, everything that you are doing to take care of yourself on a regular basis. And some of these topics will be much more detailed. Other ones will be probably just highlighting, because we want to focus on the ones that will make the best impact in your business.
Well, Gail, I'm glad you asked that, and so much information. And I just want to remind everybody that it may seem a little overwhelming, and running a business is overwhelming. And that's why Gail and I are helping you with the business skill sets you need to be successful. But remember, we're going to hold your hand every step of the way. We're going to teach you exactly what needs to be done, give you the templates that you need, and be there to answer any questions and help you get over the hurdles that you need to. Now, most of the time, our individual coaching clients, they pay up to $300 per hour to have both of us on 2-on-1 coaching sessions. And this program is very realistically valued at nearly $10,000. However, as we had talked about earlier, our mission is to serve you, the wellness practitioner, and to provide you with the skill sets you need to be able to serve the masses. The better business person you are, the more people you will be able to help heal. So therefore, we've worked extremely hard to bring down our price for this program, to make it affordable for you. In fact, the pricing for this program is so low that you really can't afford not to invest in it. So what is your price? Well, your price is less than $60 a session. And in some cases, we've given you some specials that'll take it to less than $50 a session. So that is less than what most of you charge your clients. Think about it. What is gaining the skills necessary to fill your practice, all while living the life you want, worth to you? We've mentioned many ways that this program is different from all the other ones that you've seen or even paid for in the past. However, one of the other ways we are different is our 100% no questions asked money back guarantee. No one else will do this for you. Trust me, we have looked and we have been shocked by what is out there, and that you think you're getting one thing and then you go to get your money back because it's not what you had expected, and they say, sorry, too bad. Well, we're not going to do that to you. We don't believe in it. We want to make sure that you are 100% satisfied. And we pride ourselves in being able to underpromise and overdeliver. So we have no doubt that you're going to be 100% satisfied with this program and the service you receive. And we're so sure about this that we're willing to give you the best guarantee you can possibly get. But this also takes all the risk out of signing up for the program. So if you're serious about making the changes to your business, then this is for you. If for some reason we do not deliver as expected, we will give you your money back. No questions asked. So right now, go to our website, holisticmarketingmentors.com/M as in Mary or Mastery and P as in Program, and you'll find coupons giving you discounts that bring your investment for this program to less than $50 a session without taking into consideration all of the bonuses that we talked about. So if you want to make 8 equal payments for this, you can receive a 20% discount on the Mastery program. And if you want to pay in full, we'll give you a 30% discount. You didn't stumble across this webinar or the Mini Mastery series by accident. There is a reason on why you're here listening to Gail and I. You know that you need to increase your business, marketing, client, and even self-growth skills. You know that you need step-by-step techniques that are guaranteed to work, and that you need something different than what you've done in the past. Gail and I have a proven track record, and we can help you get the success you want in order to live the lifestyle you dream of for a minimal investment. So go to holisticmarketingmentors.com/M as in Mastery and P as in Program. And if you choose to pay in full, click there. If you want the other discount, the 20%, and be able to make 8 easy, affordable payments, click that coupon and you'll be taken to the appropriate page. Now, we promised you that if you hung in there with us tonight, that we would give you another special bonus. And we're so glad you did, and you're going to be very happy about it, because every single person who is listening right now will get a 45-minute strategy session. That is worth $200. Now, this strategy session is good for everyone. Those who are taking the next step towards their business success with the Mastery program, those still thinking about it, and those who don't feel it's right for them. You call the shots on this call. You set the agenda. We will have a 2-on-1 strategy session with Gail, myself, and you, and help you out with whatever you may be struggling with. So to get this strategy session and to sign up for it, all you have to go to is www.timetrade.com/book/capital G as in Gary, capital M as in Mary, L as in Linda, Y as in yellow, and M as in Mary. Those last 5 were all capitals. So capital GMLYM. And you'll be able to schedule for this 45-minute free session. Well, it has been so much fun being on this mini mastery series with everybody, and I just hope that you've received a lot of value, a lot of clarity, and know where you're headed next, because Gail and I really, really are serious about you being successful with your business. So to your success.